Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another tumbler tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to create a 3-color glitter ombre, and we're going to add some fall vibes with these florals and of course a super cute quote decal to finish it all off. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and everything you need to know is down below in the description box. Okay, let's go! We're going to start with a 20-ounce skinny straight tumbler from Craft Haven. This one is powder coated white, so it's already base painted, but we're going to go in and actually base paint our ombre. So I'm going to start with Toasted Brown from Montana Colors, Vintage Blush from Rustoleum, and then Boreal Pink, also from Montana Colors. And I'm going to spray the ombre from dark to light, so we're going to start with the brown on the bottom and then fade it up to the lighter color on the top. Once that dries, I'm going to add a thin coat of epoxy to my entire cup, and we're going to adhere the glitter that way. You can use any adhesive you like. For ombres and stuff like this, I like to use epoxy method because I want the longest working time possible. So for the bottom, I went in with a custom mix that's just like a brown and gold mixture that I made. I'm not sure exactly what glitters are in there, but any brown or kind of copper or gold little mini chunky will work fine. Then I went in with Wanderlust from Peachy Olive Glitters on the middle section, and now I'm going in with Aurora from Chase Ray on the top. And you can see that my coverage here is really light. We want to build up the coverage on the ombre to help build our fade, make sure everything blends together really nicely, and we'll end up with full coverage, but also a really nice blended ombre. So that brown color was French Press from Peachy Olive Glitters, and now I'm going in with Jules, also from Peachy Olive Glitters. These middle colors are kind of like a true like rose gold kind of pinker tone, and then up at the top we're going more of a true just actual rose gold color. And you can see I'm tilting my cup down, then tilting it up, and just kind of letting the glitter fall to really help build that fade. Then up at the top, I'm going in with Rose Gold Opal, holding my cup at a downward angle, really pushing the coverage up high at the top of the cup and letting the glitter fall down into that pinker section to help, again, build the fade. Then finally going in with Skinny Rose Opal from Peachy. This is essentially just a finer cut of the color we used before. I'm going to really just let that color go wherever it wants. This is our smallest cut of glitter, so it's going to just fill in any of those spots and help blend that rose gold color into our pink color. Then next I'm going in with Sis. This is also a really fine cut, essentially the same tone as Jules, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with Skinny Rose Opal, but I'm going to hold my cup at both a downward angle and tilt it upwards so that it falls into our brown section and then back up into that rose gold section as well. I did go in again with French Press and do the exact same thing just to build up that coverage of the brown a little bit more. And then once that was all done, I let this set and dry. I used fast set epoxy on here, so I let it dry about 2 to 3 hours. And once it was dry, I went in and wrapped my cup up in some scrapbook paper to help that glitter lie as flat as possible. I don't want any pokey bits sticking up when I go into epoxy, so I'm going to flatten out all my glitter and then take the glitter glue from the Crystal Company and seal all of my glitter. I'm sealing from the lightest color down to the darkest color because I don't want to get any of that dark brown glitter up into my light rose gold section. I let the glitter glue dry for 2 hours, and then I went in with my first 2 coats of epoxy. I'm using KS Resin Liquidy Split Ultra UV for those 2 coats, and each coat was about 20 to 25 milliliters. Once those 2 coats were on there, I'm ready to move on to all of my decal work. I got these flowers, I believe, from Creative Fabrica, and I cut them out using the print and cut feature on my silhouette. And I cut out 3 of them. I want these to just be an accent to the glitter. I don't want to put so many flowers on here that you can't see the glitter ombre. We didn't do all of that work to build up our ombre to cover it up, so I only printed out 3 of these little floral bundles. And basically I'm just going to stick them on random points of the cup, kind of making sure that they're not too close together, not like all bunched up in one area. I want them to go all the way around the cup, but also not cover up too much surface area, if that makes sense. As I'm placing these, I'm also going to leave a little bit of a blank spot to put our decal, but I do want the decal to overlap the florals just a little bit. So keep that in mind if you're going to add something else on top of your flowers. Just kind of know where you're going to put that as you're placing your florals so that you have room for everything and that everything makes sense. So here's the spot where I'm going to put my decal. You can see that it kind of overlaps those 2 floral bundles just a little bit, but you're still going to be able to see the ombre and the florals, and everything's going to kind of make sense. This SVG is from Lettered by Stephanie. I do have a link down below in the description box for her SVG club. It's a great monthly investment. I love being part of the club. You get brand new SVGs every single month, and they're always hand lettered and great quotes, beautiful. I absolutely love it. So I'll have that linked down below in the description box. I did create an offset for this SVG, and I cut it out of this rose gold textured metallic vinyl. I will have that linked down below in the description box as well. I love using textured metallic vinyl for my offsets, especially if I'm layering those offsets over something else. So in this case, these florals, because you won't be able to see the edges of that floral underneath your textured metallic. It really covers up any bumps, lumps, things like that. So I use that for the offset, and then for the top portion, I used this really pretty light pink vinyl, and of course I cut it up into tiny little pieces, and I'm going to apply it word by word just to make sure that I can get everything lined up as straight and as centered as possible. This offset that I created, I think, was about 0.04 wide, so it's a really thin offset, so I wanted to make sure that I could get these placed as centered as possible and not have everything like, you know, off kilter and looking weird. So once I had my vinyl on, I did seal it with another coat of the glitter glue from Crystalac, let that dry 2 hours, and now I'm going to go in with my final 2 coats of epoxy. For my final coats, I'm using KS Resin Liquid Art Ultra UV, so they're regular epoxy, and each coat for that was about 20 milliliters as well. So here is the final result. I really, really love how this cup turned out. It's giving me all of the happy, cozy fall vibes. I love this rose gold color combo, and I really hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Love you. Bye.